What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So this is going to be one of these one-take sort of rambling type of videos. You probably read the title by now, so I'm just going to cut right to the chase, pun intended. I'm losing my YouTube partnership, and it's for both of my channels, actually. There's this whole deal going on, and I want to sort of give my 2 cents on the situation. So January 16, 2018, I was sitting on the couch, literally just planning out new videos, when all of a sudden I get this email from YouTube, and it says, "Today we are announcing changes to the YouTube Partner Program," and sort of the main message of the email was this one sentence: your YouTube channel is no longer eligible for monetization because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20, 2018, unless you surpass the threshold within the next 30 days. So in case you're not following this whole thing, basically what's going on is YouTube is changing their partner program policies. Back in the day, well, if you want to go way back in the day, to be a partner, I forget. I think you actually had to fill out an application, and they would personally review it. Eventually, they changed the the requirements to be a YouTube partner. As long as you had 10,000 total views, you could be a YouTube partner. I've been a YouTube partner for, I think, almost 7 years now. I started on my other channel. I got partnership on that one. Then, I moved on to this channel, ChaseYama, and I've gotten YouTube partnership for this channel. I've been a part of the YouTube partnership program. I think at this point I've been a part of the partnership program longer than I have not been a part of the partnership program, So like nowadays I actually have no idea what it's like to not be a YouTube partner. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So basically, to just kind of give a synopsis of what's going on with the situation. YouTube changing its policies to sort of to weed out the trolls, basically. And I mean, basically, what I'm gathering here is that their approach here is to they call it raising their standards, which I guess that fair enough. They're sort of raising the standards, raising the requirements to be a YouTube partner, in order to sort of try to save the YouTube community from being the whole toxic wasteland that it is now. And so I just to sort of get into my own personal opinions, I understand that side of it. I understand that they're trying to, with everything that's been happening within the past year. 2017 was like a really crappy year for YouTube, I feel like, and the whole YouTube sort of community as a whole. With people were calling it adpocalypse. Basically, a lot of people's videos were being demonetized. Basically meaning that they can't make money off of it. For no apparent reason. I've definitely been subjected to this. I just uploaded a video last week where I talked about the iPhone X's Face ID feature, and that video got demonetized for a while, and I had no idea why. So anyway, there's been that going on, the whole demonetizing stuff and whatnot. There's been the whole these giant YouTube creators doing things for money, whether it's putting a dead guy in the thumbnail for views and for clicks and whatever, and they're making money off of that, which I don't know, that's just sort of my that's kind of where I see the stance of YouTube right now. It's kind of a weird place, and so anyway, my point is that I understand what they're trying. I understand the sort of their reasoning behind it. You know, I get that. They're trying to just sort of they're making the door harder to enter to be a YouTube partner, to be, you know, basically to make money off of your videos or whatever. So, anyway, so how this is going to affect me, you know, as I said, I'm losing my ability to monetize my videos, and I'm losing my partnership with YouTube. And you know, there's a tweet from iJustine. You guys, I don't know if you guys know, but you know, I love iJustine. I love her videos. I really liked what she tweeted on January 17, 2018. So she writes, "I'm not sure if making it more difficult to join the YouTube Partner Program fixes the issue of already popular channels continuing to abuse the system." Yeah, and that's definitely sort of the problem I see with this whole policy change. You know, they're making it harder for smaller content creators, you know, like myself, rather than sort of rather than going, I guess, going after the people who are able to make a difference. I know that sounds so basic, but you know, the bigger YouTubers who get their videos on the trending page, who get their videos on, you know, the top of the search list or whatever. You know, those YouTubers who sometimes they abuse the system, and you know, I don't know if necessarily making it harder for the smaller creators to get into the partnership program. I don't know if that sort of fixes everything. I understand it. You know, there are. It's one of those times where one person can ruin it for everybody. You know, the smaller YouTubers who whether it's they steal videos or they uploaded copyrighted content or whatever. You know, and I mean, I'm not sort of saying that they're all bad people. I'll be honest. When I was just a wee little kid, I honestly did upload my fair share of copyrighted material just because I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell I was doing on YouTube. But you know, eventually I learned, and I don't know. It's an interesting move on YouTube's part. I will say that. Now, I don't know, in terms of whether I'm actually angry about this or whatever, or if I'm upset, I will say that, you know, the first 24 hours I was very upset about this. In fact, you know, just yesterday I recorded a video where I made the same exact video, but I didn't like how it turned out because I was still angry about it. Now I think I'm kind of balanced. I see both sides of the story, basically. I understand what YouTube is trying to do. It's just, you know, I don't know if the message that they're getting across here is positive for smaller creators. You know, they have a blog post about the whole partner policy changes, and it goes a lot more in depth than just the email. So I mean, basically the blog, there was one specific part of that blog post that really sort of bothered me. You know, basically the sentiment that I got from this specific section, I think it was like a paragraph of the blog post where they wrote, basically that, you know, the smaller creators, they make so little money that, you know, essentially they said that they don't matter. They make such a small amount of money that, you know, it doesn't matter that they lose monetization or partnership or whatever. And, you know, that part kind of bothered me, just because I felt like I feel like the sort of hidden message behind that is that they're saying that people do this for the money, for the amount of money. That's the thing. You know, I think there's a fine line, and this is something that I think about and I talk about a lot, but I think there's a fine line between doing things for money and doing things for an amount of money, you know? Um, and basically, I don't know, the best example I can give is my own personal example. And you know, I've been making videos. I've been making videos for 10 years, and I've been a part of the YouTube Partner Program for around 7 or 8 years. I've been monetizing my videos for around 7 or 8 years. Um, and you know, I don't make a lot of money off of these YouTube videos, and that, I mean, I think that's definitely clear to everyone. Um, you know, I'm not a baller. I'm not balling in money or whatever. You know, I've the thing is, I've been doing this for 7 or 8 years. You know, I've been monetizing, and it's been 7 or 8 years of monetizing YouTube videos really adds up and it builds up. I have, you know, now my AdSense account actually has money in it. You know, like and I mean, it's not a lot. It's not, you know, it's not hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it is money. You know, like it's money, and you know, that, to be honest, that has always been my sort of that has been one of the main sort of thing. That's one of the main factors that's been pushing me throughout, you know, the past 10 years or whatever. This um, like it was never the amount of money. I never set out to make crazy amounts of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars off of YouTube videos. I'm sorry, I'm like, my brain is mush, but um, you know, like, that was never my goal. That was never my intentions with the YouTube videos. I was doing it because I had fun. I think, to be honest, my main goal in life in general was to be able to do something that I enjoyed. I hated the idea of, you know, people who wake up and have to do a 9 to 5 job that they hate. You know, I always hated that idea. That's something that I never wanted to end up doing in my life, and that's why, you know, I've been very, very dedicated to this YouTube thing, or making videos in general, just creating content. You know, I that was something that I was very passionate about, and that, you know, at this point, I don't really have sort of a plan B. You know, I don't have a backup plan. I think it's either I do videos, I make content, or, you know, I die trying. Like, you know, I'm very, very passionate about this stuff, and so, you know, the whole money thing, I think just the idea of making money off of this, it didn't have to be a crazy amount of money. It could just, it didn't have to be, it could be something that, you know, I could make a living off of. You know, that was what pushed me. That was one of the motivating factors that made me want to keep doing this, and it made me want to be better. And I think that's very different from the people who want to do it for the amount of money, you know, who want the hundreds of thousands of dollars, who want to be able to buy a Ferrari or whatever, you know. Like, I think there's a very fine line, and I don't know, basically my point is that the fact that they're sort of taking this away from me is it's a bit of a bummer, that's for sure. And I don't know. I'm still. I mean, this definitely doesn't sort of affect how much I like making videos. I will always have a place to make videos, and I'll always just really enjoy it. I'll always be very passionate about it. It's just that this sort of complicates things in the grand scheme of things, in sort of the my long term goals, and that's sort of where it gets complicated, I guess. So anyway, you know, we're gonna see what happens. I wouldn't be too surprised if they end up going back on this or doing a 180, you know, the same way that Patreon did when they made changes to their policies, and they got a whole bunch of backlash, so they canceled their whole policy changes or whatever. I'm hoping that that's going to be the case for YouTube, but to be honest, I think this sort of, these changes that are going on right now, I think sort of shows where YouTube stands right now. I compare YouTube to Apple a lot. I feel like similar to Apple, YouTube has become this giant monster of a company where they're so big that they can't really listen to their users, and you know I think that it's definitely sort of a bad thing. I mean, it's very good that I'm very happy that YouTube is becoming such a large medium, but at the same time, it becomes, I don't know, it becomes difficult for them to listen to us, and um, I don't know. I think that's kind of where YouTube stands right now. Um, is there anything else I want to say? I don't know. And I mean, just for the future of this channel, I will say that I am honestly looking towards external websites to hopefully try to bring in some money to my work, And that's all I'm gonna say about it for now. I'm sure I'll have some sort of announcement in the future, but I don't know. We have until February 20th to, I don't know, try to get through to YouTube, and if not, then I don't know. As I said, as I've been pretty much trying to say this whole video, I understand where YouTube is coming from. I understand their intentions, and my heart would like to believe that they have good intentions. And my heart would like to believe that everybody in the world has good intentions. So, I don't know. At the same, and then the other side of things, it's definitely a bummer for all of these smaller YouTubers. Yeah. I think that's all I need to say. So, thanks for watching. I don't know if you're sort of, if you know about this whole YouTube partner program policy changes that's been going on recently, let me know what you think in the comments. But thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.